guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video we're gonna continue our Darakaraka series, and today we're gonna take Darakaraka in 7th house. But before we get started, please subscribe my channel and follow me on Instagram so that we can stay connected. And if you want to take my consultation, so please contact me by my Instagram and also like my Facebook page. So let's begin. So today Darakaraka has finally reached in 7th house, and we have completed half of the signs, and now we're moving towards the last part, that is second half, and we're gonna complete it soon. So 7th house represents, as we all know, 7th house represents your spouse, your marriage, and other people, and what kind of people do you attract in your life, and how do you perceive the world, and everything that's opposite to you. Like first house is you and 7th house is of your partner. So it's like a polar opposite house. That's actually you, but you see yourself in other. Just like you cannot see yourself, right? You can just feel yourself, but you can see others. And other people, like, really, they influence your way of thinking and doing something and anything. So that's why 7th house is your opposite house. It tells you what kind of partner you will get, and your business partner, and like your marriage, and the people that you attract, the people that you really want to be with, the friends, the people who you really like actually. So these things are represented by 7th house, and it shows that what kind of marriage you will have. So now your Darakaraka is coming here. 7 Darakaraka is the 7th graha, 7th planet that has the lowest degree, and like it actually represents the 7th house, and now it's sitting in the 7th house. It shows that your partner will be very dependable, trustworthy, and a good partner, the partner you could trust. And like a partner who will be there for you, will help you, and will always be present for you. Because actually Darakaraka is very comfortable in 7th house, because it considers this as its own house. So that's why it's comfortable here, and it will definitely give you good results. But you know, it will highly depend upon like what graha or what planets are actually here. And it also shows one thing: your partner will be different from you. Like you both will be like Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is one ant and Ketu is another ant, but they are one. So although your partner will be different from you, but you both will be one soul. You both will be one, will not be able to be without each other. So first, if it's sun, then shows that your partner will be egoist first of all, and like will have a good position in government. But you know, the sun sitting in 7th house is not really good. It shows sun is setting, and like it actually burns the qualities of the house it sits in. So don't let your ego burn these significance of your marriage, because your partner will also be like a very egoist, have anger issues, and will be dominating, and you will be. So like if your partner is just like that, you need to be more silent and have more patience so to deal with the matters of marriage. Otherwise it will create problem, and like your father will also have a big say in your marriage. So that's why if you have sun is Darakaraka in 7th house, please don't let ego come in this marriage. You have to be very careful while you deal with the matters of marriage, but it gives you a good spouse, and it shows that you attract people who are dominating, who are like father for you, who are like fatherly figure for you, and like teacher who tells you, who guides you, who helps you. Someone that you really listen to. Like we always listen to someone who is a leader. Sun is a leader, so you will attract people that you will always want to listen to or follow. It shows that thing. Now, if it's moon, then it shows that your partner will be emotional first of all, and will be very good looking. And it shows one thing that in your life, in relationships, are where you really feel very emotional, and you may have felt experienced or emotional ups and downs in relationships, like a broken heart or disappointment in relationships you must have faced. And it gives a good spouse, and like we need to see how it's placed. It's like other planets place her and the signs, it's if it's not debilitated, and all these things we need to see before we can tell what's moon is gonna do, because moon is a very sensitive planet. It's your mind, and it will give the results of the signs it's placed in and conjunctions aspect. So it's very important. But it shows that your spouse will be very caring, nurturing, helpful, and you will share a very emotional relationship with your spouse. But moon should be well placed here, otherwise it will create problems. And now, if it's Venus, it shows that your spouse will bring good luck and happiness in your life, wealth in your life, will be very good looking, will be interested in fashion and arts. Depending upon the sign is placed in, it will show that in which field your spouse is actually interested. Like if it's in Sagittarius, your spouse will be very much into knowledge, love for knowledge, and love for religion, spirituality, and knowledge like this. So sign placement will tell you what your spouse is actually into. And it also shows one thing that you may attract opposite sex a lot. Like you will have many friends of opposite sex. I just want to say that to never cheat your spouse and always be loyal, because Venus is not very good in 7th house. So that's why you need to be more careful in relationships. Do not cheat your partner, and be careful if your partner also may think so or may cheat you. So you have to be careful. And now if it's Mars, then Mars is, we know that it's causing Manglik dosha, but we need to see the sign it's placed in and how it's placed. And the Lord of the house, it's like if which house it's ruling. We need to see it, and it shows that if it's well placed here, it shows that your spouse will protect you from everything, will guide you, will definitely have anger issues, but will always be there for you and will do anything to protect the marriage. Will be very passionate. You are also very passionate, and your spouse will also be very passionate about relationships and love. And but there will be ego issues, fights, arguments, because Mars is Mars and it's not good for marriage. So that's why just like for Sun, you need to be very careful while you deal with the matters of marriage and relationships. Avoid fights, because fights are not good for marriage. So as you're Manglik, you need to be more careful in relationships, and before you trust someone or enter into a relationship or get married. And always see the placement in a Navamsha chart, how it's your 7th house. Then only you should move further in relationships. And then if it's Mercury, then shows very communicative spouse, a spouse who will be younger to you in age and will be like childish, and you will have to be mature in relationships, because your spouse will be childish, but that doesn't mean your spouse is not intelligent. Definitely you will get a spouse who is really very intelligent, very understanding, and will know how to deal with marriage, and very interested in business. You will also be interested in business, so you can get someone who is into business or communication or something like that. So you will get a good spouse indeed. And Mercury here gives you the tendency to get bored in relationships very early, or you may need change. So if it's in dual sign or Aries sign or in fiery sign, then this thing is more prominent. You may get bored easily in relationships and you would like to have change, so you need to be avoid that thing, because it's not good and it's really very harmful for your marriage and relationships. If you really want to get true love, you need to avoid that thing. If it's Jupiter, then Jupiter here is not very good, because Jupiter in 7th house will act as Karak Bhavanash, but we need to see the dignity. It's something like you will get arranged marriage, and the love and romance will actually not be there, and the relationship will be more of a student and a teacher. Your spouse is teaching you, telling you what to do, what not to do, and that love and romance can be less. But we need to see the whole chart, how everyone is placed and Venus is placed. But it will give you a very intelligent spouse and a wise spouse who knows how to deal with marriage and how to date the seasons, and a very religious and a spiritual partner who respects knowledge. But we need to see how it's placed. But Jupiter gives a good spouse, understanding spouse, and you will feel happy to be with him because everyone feels comfortable to be with a teacher. Now into Saturn, it will give you late marriage first of all, but it will give you long-lasting marriage. It shows that this marriage will be more of a duty to fulfill, but it will definitely give you love. But we need to see how Venus is placed. You will have to struggle before you get married or for getting married, and it shows some past life karmic debt to be solved in this life, and karmic connection between you and your spouse. It gives a dutiful spouse, but Saturn is not romantic, so that romance can be absent from your relationships, but it will give a long-lasting marriage. And we need to see the sign is placed in, and see the Navamsha chart as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, and bye bye.